Thank you for that question. When I came to Southern University my freshman year, I probably would not have been involved in SGA if an SGA official came to me personally and showed me the way of becoming an SGA official. As SGA president, I will have a transparent system. Each student should feel free to come into our office and find out information about the Student Government Association. There should not be no bridge, there should not be any wall between the student body and the Student Government Association, because you, the students, are in the Student Government Association because you are a student here at Southern University. Thank you.
Harris, one more question. Once leaders are in office, how would you help cultivate them?
Thank you for that question. In my platform, I stress transparency. Transparency focuses on holding people accountable. As SGA president, it is my duty to hold the students accountable. It is my duty to hold the class presidents accountable for hosting programs, to being a voice for the student, their class, and also being a proper leader here at the university. Thank you.
Ms. Carroll.
Let's go, Carissa.
All right, Carissa. Yeah. Can you answer the same question, please?
Thank you. All right. I believe to cultivate and get people excited about SGA, SGA has to do their job. We have to reach out to the students and we have to give them that comfortableness to come to us with their problems and with their issues. Because if they see that we are acting responsibly, if they see that we are being held accountable, they will naturally get excited about SGA and want to join SGA. Also, once they get into office, it's all about keeping people excited about their job. So putting in a reward system and helping them to bring out those characteristics about themselves that they may not know they have or that are very dull. So it's our responsibility, my responsibility as SGA president, to see the characteristics and the people involved in SGA and bring that out of them, not only for SGA, but for the full Southern University.
Thank you.
I have another question for you, Ms. Carroll.
Yes.
Your platform mentions that you want to make our next century greater than ever. What do you plan on implementing that will impact SU for the next century?
Thank you for that question. What I plan to implement into Southern University to make our next century our best years yet is getting the students re-excited about Southern University. So that's through my open door policy and office hours, so that with any issues that you have, any problems that you have, you can come to me, you can come to SGA, and we can solve them. So that you won't have a bad taste in your mouth about Southern University. So that when you do leave here, you will love it. You will want to come back and give and be a supporting alumni. Also, I want to make our home more exciting and more fun, and that's why I want to establish an accountability system of programs, 2 programs a month, not only for SGA, for each class. That way the students are having fun, they're enjoying Southern, they're loving it, but also we're being intellectually stimulated by forums and other programs.
Thank you. I have a question for Mr. Harris. Come on, Part of your platform is remastering the blueprint of Southern University. PRINT being an acronym. What does that acronym stand for?
Thank you. PRINT stands for Pride, Recruitment and Retention, Integrity, Networking, and Transparency.
How can all those things work together with your position if elected?
Thank you. When I speak on transparency, I speak on being an open president with the students. We want to let the students feel comfortable approaching me in any matters that they have. I want the students to hold me accountable so that I can be the best SGA president I can be to serve the students, because I am here for you, the students, first of all. Without you, I would not be here. When I speak about pride, I want to extend the hours of Java City, the library, and the intramural complex, so that students won't be forced to think, so students won't have to decide if they want to live a healthier lifestyle or achieve academic excellence. I want to improve retention and the morale of the university by promoting health and wellness amongst the students. Finally, with networking, I want to share the ideas from other institutions to renovate and provide better experiences for students. Thank you.
You spoke about extending the hours in some of the facilities, including the library. How do you plan to pay for that?
Thank you for that question. It will not be an everyday extension of the hours. It will be a critical day such as a Monday. And that will be my job to work hand in hand with the new chancellor of Southern University so that he knows the students need that extra time in the library and in the intramural complex so that we do not have to decide if we want to live a healthier lifestyle or stay up all night and study.
Again, how did you intend to pay for that?
Seeing that we do not pay for the faculty's salaries out the SGA budget, like I said, we will have to work with the new chancellor of Southern University so that he can see our problems. And one day out of the week, we can have the option of going to the library from 8 to 12 and then getting a drink out of Java City while on the way to the intramural center to have a healthier lifestyle.
Where would that rank in your order of importance as far as the other things that need to be done on campus? Did you think of anything else that those points could perhaps be used for?
Repeat the question.
As you think about the importance of the different things on campus and the strains that are already put on a very, very tight and limited budget, would you rank that as an important issue that should be addressed as opposed to perhaps recruitment efforts or assisting with tuition or making sure the athletics department had Gatorade or things of that nature? How would you rank that in order of importance?
In my platform, I have thought about the scholarships for the students. Also, I have thought about the recruitment trips. In my platform and under my candidacy as SGA president, I want to initiate the ROAR. ROAR stating students rolling on and amplifying recruitment. This will allow students of business, marketing, and public relations majors to go out to these different high schools to at first get experience and networking opportunities, as well as getting paid through they'll get paid through work study. So they'll be helping their institution while being paid. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Students here at Southern University have submitted some questions, and we're going to ask some questions of each candidate. Mr. Harris, can you come back to the mic for me? What have you done as junior class president, and what makes you suitable for the Student Government Association president?
Thank you for that question. As junior class president, I have hosted both academic and social events. teaming up with 6 organizations around the Southern University's campus. At the same time, I hosted the first SU-sponsored tailgate of this new past football season, while promoting unity and the reconstruction of the class of 2015. Not to mention, work hand in hand with Ms. Simone Gray in her past administration.
All right, Chris.
You were the past junior class president. What did you do as a junior class president that makes you suitable to be the Student Government Association president?
Thank you for that question.
Yeah.
As the 2012-2013 junior class president, I worked with my cabinet, with SGA, and with the students to install programs that were both fun and also informational. We had a hair fashion show during the fall, which we gave out hair, and we also had fashion, and kind of gave people tips and let them enjoy themselves. So kind to improve the student morale. Also, we had different forums about Black America in the media, and also in the springtime we had a pageant to enforce this, also to rise the student morale, and we also gave out, which hasn't been done for my class, 2014 really, is make sure we had a class shirt. I believe these things help me because I really do listen to the students, and I really do hear what they have to say. And everything that I do, nothing that I do for myself. I make sure I do it for the students at Southern University, because we make up Southern University.
Another question for you, Ms. Carroll.
Yes.
What is your major accomplishment of your junior class presidency?
I would just say, to me, the whole year overall was a great year. But I can honestly say I really love seeing the hair show. I love seeing the students come out. They really enjoyed themselves. They got free hair. You know, it was really just great seeing everybody come together and seeing them really enjoy themselves. I think that's a great accomplishment because the students enjoyed themselves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris. As SGA president, what realistic goals do you have set for next year?
Thank you for that question. I base my platform around all realistic goals that can be implemented in 1 year of my candidacy. One example is hosting SGA-sponsored tailgates for big name games such as homecoming in Jackson State. Other things that I would love to do is implementing students assisting students. This program will tutor and train graduate students and senior students to know how to be professional advisors for sophomores and juniors and freshmen, so that we can help the retention rate, so students know what classes they need to be taking and won't waste their time taking classes that will keep them here an additional year or two. And of course, be a voice for you, the student body. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Carroll.
The SGA president deals with real issues, such as the Chancellor Lorenz situation that happened on campus. We saw a mobilization of student body that we hadn't seen in a very long time. I'd like to know, if elected SGA president, what can or would you do to mobilize students to be aware of things that are happening and to be able to react to the things that are happening on campus, and around the state and nation that impact the university?
Thank you for that question. The steps that I would take to excite the student body and mobilize them is to first inform them. One thing about Southern University, once we get a cause in our head, that's it. No one can tell us yes, no one can tell us no until we get the answer that we want. So I think we have to put the issues in front of them first and let them decide what they want to vote for, what they want to go for. And after that, I will stand behind the students and what they want to do. So if they want to go storm the Capitol, I'll be right there because I'm their SGA president and I'm supposed to be their servant. So first education, then I will be a supporter, and then I will make sure that we execute any plans or any steps that we need to finish the goal that they want.
So you were involved with the administration this year, correct?
I'm sorry, can you restate that?
Were you involved with the SGA administration this year?
No, ma'am, I was not.
Okay, thank you. You're junior class president?
Yes, ma'am, but that was not this past year, but the year before, 2012, 2013.
Paid tuition?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carissa, you can stay up there for me. Seeing that males don't need weave, how do you plan to serve both sexes?
Thank you for that question. I plan to serve both sexes by working with the AWS and Men's Fed. That is their jurisdiction and that is their playing ground. So all I would do is help them as a supporter. So whatever they want to do, I want to make sure that SGA gives them their school support, whether that's with helping them out with events or helping them out with funds or helping them out with ideas, and making sure that we're there as a constant supporter of AWS and Men's Fed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Harris, please.
We do ask that the crowd please be quiet while we ask questions.
You can't make me be quiet. You can't make me be quiet.
Mr. Harris, we did see an incredible mobilization of the student body around the Dr. Loren situation. However, the end result was the same as it started. What, if anything, would you have done differently to change the end result?
Thank you for that question. I would not change anything Ms. Bray has done did to keep Chancellor Lorenz here at Southern University. But one thing we as a university needs to do is to keep moving forward and keep pushing on. We need to keep that unity that we acquired when we tried to keep Chancellor Lorenz here. We take that same willpower, we keep the same unity, Southern University will go further and will be built stronger. Southern University students, we need you. It starts with you, and you can hold me accountable to make sure it's done. Thank you.
Mr. Harris, so you would do the same thing and get the same results?
Was to show the board members how much we cared for our chancellor. At the end of the day, we did not have any say-so in another person's vote. The problem is not the students at Southern University. It's the board that makes the decision that governs the students at Southern University.
role on the campus of Southern University? A voice and a role.
Yes, I believe that I do have a role and a voice, even as a student, even if before I become SGA president. I believe that SGA has given me a voice and has given me a chance to speak my mind. So I do believe that I have a role, I have a voice. As we've seen, Southern University students, we make a difference when we put our minds to something. Because at the end of the day, we are Southern. Without us, without me, there is no Southern University. So yes, I do believe I have a role in the cause.
Do you know how the board for Southern University that governs the university is appointed? And do you know a way in which students, faculty, alumni can influence the makeup of that board?
Sorry, can we state the question?
Do you know how the board that governs the university is appointed? And do you know any way that the student body, faculty or staff, alumni can influence the makeup of that board?
Thank you for that question. I am not well read on how the Southern University Board is elected, but I know that through working with SGA, as we've seen, our voice can be heard. So I feel as if we put forth a vote or put forth something that we want to be done on the on the SUS Board of Supervisors, I believe that we can have a say. So also with the faculty, also with the staff, through the staff senate, and also through SGA doing its part.
Thank you. Same question, Mr. Harris.
Thank you.
Repeat the question.
Do you know how the board that governs the university is appointed? And do you know a way in which the student body, faculty, staff, or alumni can influence the makeup of that board?
Thank you for the question. The governor, by agenda, picks the board here at Southern University. The only way the students can control who's placed on the board of supervisors for Southern University is if we get out and vote the next governor election. This is the only way the students will have an efficient trial in getting supervisors that will feed to the need of the Southern University students. Thank you.
Mr. Harris, great answer. I would like to know how you, as SGA president, can get people out to vote, since there is a poll that is right here in the mini dome and it's very underutilized by the student body. How can you, as SGA president, help to increase those numbers?
Thank you.
And make sure that the university truly does have a voice in who the governor is and the other representatives of people that govern this university?
Thank you. First, as SGA president, we should get the word out that there is a government election coming up. Secondly, I will try in my best abilities to get these students to the polls. And finally, we must hold ourselves accountable as students and adults to utilize our right to vote, no matter what election it is.
Thank you. Ms. Carroll, same question.
Thank you for that question. A way to get the students excited about voting is to give them the information first. Give them information of who's running, give them the information of how to vote, give them information of just the parties and different bills that'll be on the ballot that year. Then to get them out there, we need to set incentives. So having some kind of, you go vote, we'll have a party afterwards, or X, Y, and Z will have some kind of giveaway or something like that to get the students involved. And to give bus rides from the back of campus to the front of campus. Because a lot of times, the reason why we don't go to do things is because we don't like to walk. So that would be how I would get the students involved in voting.
applause for your SGA.